The path to a meaningful life doesn't start with answers. It begins with raw, uncomfortable questions. Who are you? What drives you? Where are you really going? Most young men are thrown into the world with a fog in their eyes, told to pick a career, invest their money, prepare for emergencies, even plan for death, before they've had one real conversation with themselves. But hear this, these aren't burdens, they're battlegrounds, they're invitations to rise. Choosing a career isn't about picking a paycheck, it's about placing yourself in the arena where your deepest strengths collide with real problems, where your values aren't just personal, they're operational. That journey starts with brutal self-awareness. You've got to stand at the edge of your own complexity and look yourself in the eye. No filters, no excuses. Ask what fuels you, what drains you. Remember the moments where time disappeared. What were you doing? Think about when you felt like a fraud. What was missing? These aren't just feelings, they're your blueprint. Maybe you've always been the storyteller. Maybe you're the one who brings order to chaos. These aren't hobbies, they're hardwired. And when you honor those clues, you start to unlock something real. Purpose. Not some fluffy quote on a wall, but a fire, a direction, a reason to move forward when everything tells you to stop. Purpose tells you what kind of work feeds your soul, what kind of people elevate you, and what battles are worth fighting. If freedom matters to you, you'll suffocate in a cage. If impact matters, you'll rot in silence. These are not optional. These are non-negotiable. And when your life aligns with your values, even pain becomes part of the mission. But when you betray your values, even success feels like chains. But knowing your purpose isn't enough. You need to know your weapons. Your skills, both hard and soft, are your gear for war. Hard skills, writing, coding, strategy. Soft skills, empathy, resilience, grit. Most ignore the soft ones, but they're the difference between a worker and a leader, between being remembered and being forgotten. Employers don't just hire resumes, they hire warriors. People who can think under fire, lead through chaos, adapt under pressure. And your personality? It matters more than you think. Extroverts feed off people. Put them in sales or leadership and they explode. Introverts dive deep. Give them code, analysis, design, and they'll build masterpieces. There's no best. Type, only best fit. Don't wear someone else's armor. It will crush you. Once you've mapped your skills and your core, it's time to scan the battlefield. Don't just look where everyone else is looking. The modern world is full of hidden doors, hybrid roles, jobs that didn't exist a decade ago. AI trainers, growth strategists, experience architects. Your passions and skills intersect somewhere, but you won't find it by sitting still. Talk to professionals, explore platforms, shadow experts, get exposure. The more you see, the sharper your vision becomes. But let's get real. Information isn't transformation. You've got to move. Take the damn step. Sign up for the course. Launch the project. Volunteer. Sell something. Build something. Test your path with real fire. Every move teaches you. Every small action gives you data. You're not failing. You're calibrating. You're adjusting your aim. That same mindset of testing, refining, pushing builds long-term direction. Forget the 20-year fantasy. Focus on the next bold step. Finish the certification. Apply for the internship. Build the portfolio. Progress doesn't come from massive leaps. It comes from stacking small wins daily. Your goals aren't set in stone, they're alive. They should evolve as you do. Check in. Adjust. Move forward. Repeat. And if you want to level up, if you want to stop thinking like a follower and start moving like a leader, then adopt the entrepreneurial mindset. John Mullins didn't write his books to entertain you. He wrote them to break you out of your false assumptions. Customers don't always know what they want. Entrepreneurs solve problems. They don't follow, they lead. They test fast, they adapt faster. They don't chase applause, they build value. They ignore the noise. They build lean, cash flow first machines. They use what they have. They borrow resources. They build partnerships. They don't need permission. They move. And guess what? You don't need to be a business owner to live like that. This mindset is for anyone who wants control. Control over your time, your future, your energy. And that control becomes mission critical when the stakes are life and death. If you're in the military or planning to serve, you already know life can change in seconds. That's why something like DD Form 93 exists. It's not just paperwork, it's protection. It decides who gets the call if you're wounded, lost, or gone, who receives your final pay, who carries out your wishes. If that form isn't updated, your legacy is left in chaos. Ex-spouses, estranged family, the wrong people receiving what's meant for those you love. Don't let laziness write your final chapter. With systems like IPPSA, updating DD Form 93 is easy. No excuses. Log in, review it yearly. After every life change, lock it in. It's the simplest move with the highest impact. And now, stand up, own your mission, plan with precision, move with courage, and don't stop. Don't wait, don't wish, do. Because here's the truth, no one's coming to save you. You want a life of freedom? Earn it. You want clarity? Fight for it. You want peace? Build it. No more blame, no more delay. You're responsible for your mindset, your money, your mission. Own your wins, own your losses, own your next move. Discipline is the bridge between wanting something and living it. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. Structure isn't a cage, it's your weapon. Do what you said you'd do. Build trust with yourself. And from that trust comes quiet, unshakable confidence. Confidence isn't loud. It's earned. One win at a time. Did you show up today? Did you grind when no one was watching? Did you push through when it sucked? That's what builds belief. That's what builds momentum. That's what builds men. You might never start a company, but the entrepreneurial mindset is non-negotiable. It means you create value, spot problems, lead without a title. It makes you recession-proof, battle-ready, indispensable. It's not about climbing ladders. It's about building your own. Value is currency. Learn to create it, deliver it, multiply it. Look at the world differently. Ask better questions. How can I do this better, faster, smarter, with more impact? That one question asked every single day turns average into elite. And when you become elite, opportunity chases you. You're going to reach a crossroads. One path is comfort, distraction, weakness. The other is discipline, direction, purpose. Choose well, because this isn't just about career or business or military planning. It's about the kind of man you are becoming. One who knows who he is, one who leads, one who protects what matters. This is your time. Stand up, lock in, and move.